Space tourism might be humanity's next frontier, but before you pack your bags for an interplanetary vacation, don't forget, every single planet in our solar system is perfectly designed to kill you in uniquely horrifying ways. From crushing pressures to supersonic winds, here's your survival guide to planetary death, because knowing how you'll die is half the battle. Let's talk about the one that looks beautiful from space, Venus, all swirled in clouds like a cosmic marble. But don't be fooled, this planet would crush you like a plastic bottle in seconds flat. Venus packs an atmospheric pressure 92 times stronger than Earth's. That's like being 3,000 feet underwater, except the water is made of crushing death. The moment you step onto Venus, your spacesuit would start crumpling, 1 millisecond in, and it's already compromising. After a second, your suit's integrity fails completely. You're trapped in an imploding metal tomb with no way out. Here's where it gets gruesome. In the next 2 seconds, your skin and muscles compress, your blood vessels pop like balloons, your organs fail simultaneously. By second 5, you lose consciousness, and just like that, you're gone. But wait, there's more. That dense atmosphere that's crushing you, it also creates the most extreme greenhouse effect in the solar system. Surface temperatures, well, they hit 464 degrees Celsius, enough to melt lead. Even if you could somehow withstand the crushing pressure, the heat would toast you like bread. Within minutes, your internal temperature starts climbing, your body hits 40 degrees Celsius, and keeps rising. Heat exhaustion, nausea, and profuse sweating follow as your organs literally overheat. After about 20 minutes, you'd lose consciousness from hypothermia. Brain damage and cardiac arrest follow shortly after. Oh, and that beautiful cloudy atmosphere, it's 96.5% carbon dioxide with a sprinkle of sulfuric acid rain that would corrode your suit and burn your skin. Ready to trade crushing pressure for a planet with 2 extreme personalities? Let's swing inward to Mercury. Sure, it's the closest planet to the Sun, but it's also freezing. At least on the night side, where temperatures plummet to minus 173 degrees Celsius. Unlike Venus, Mercury has no atmosphere to trap heat. When night hits, it cools down rapidly. You'd start out okay, walking around and exploring, then you'd notice a little numbness in your fingers. That's hypothermia's calling card. It starts with tingling in your extremities, then shivering kicks in. After 10 minutes in this cold, you'd barely be able to move. Your body temperature drops to 35 degrees Celsius, then 32 degrees Celsius. Your muscles stiffen, confusion sets in, and everything slows down. You'd feel disoriented, like moving through molasses. But here's the thing, you wouldn't die. Not yet. Even at 28 degrees Celsius body temperature, you'd still be alive. Barely functioning, but alive. It would take about 60 minutes for Mercury's dark side to finally kill you. Slow, cold, and painful. The day side is a different beast entirely. Temperatures soar to 427 degrees Celsius, just slightly cooler than Venus. But it's not just the heat that kills you, it's the radiation too. The moment you step out, your body starts overheating. Without spacesuit protection, your skin would get instant radiation burns. The radiation damages your DNA in 1,000th of a second, setting up fatal cancers that would kill you in weeks if the heat doesn't get you first. Within an hour, your cells mutate and die. After 5 minutes, hypothermia kicks in. If your suit's cooling fails, you'd experience heat like never before. Your hands would feel like they're on fire because they basically are. This sudden overheating causes nausea and weakness. After 10 minutes, you'd be toast. Literally, your body temperature hits 42 degrees Celsius, putting you in delirium before muscle weakness and organ shutdown finish the job. Too hot, too cold? Well, let's split the difference and step 1 planet further out to the rusty deserts of Mars. Mars sits outside the Sun's habitable zone with no magnetosphere and a thin atmosphere. It's not somewhere you'd settle comfortably. Mars kills you through deception. 1 minor spacesuit malfunction and you're done. The first few seconds of breathing Martian air feels confusing. You'd gasp for oxygen, breathing more rapidly as your suit decompresses. Mars only has 0.6% of Earth's atmospheric pressure. As your suit gives in, all the pressure keeping you alive escapes. What happens next is called ebullism, a truly awful way to die. Your body experiences painful blood-boiling conditions as gases in your blood and bodily fluids literally boil due to low pressure. Your skin swells and puffs up like a balloon. According to NASA's studies on rapid decompression, you'd lose consciousness within 15 seconds and die shortly after. But Mars has backup plans. The planet's dust storms are legendary, covering the entire planet for weeks or months. These storms, they're not strong, but the dust particles are incredibly fine. They'd get into your spacesuit, scratch it from the inside, clog your air filters, and damage your equipment. They'll cut off your life support systems and knock out your heat regulation. If thin air and dust storms aren't dramatic enough, wait until gravity itself becomes the weapon. Time to tackle the gas giants. Jupiter, the solar system's largest planet, has astronomical pressure and no solid surface. You'd fall through its atmosphere until it kills you, which wouldn't take long. And here's how the gas giant gets you. Upper atmosphere decompression as pressure drops to 1/10 of Earth's before you could even reach the cloud tops. Violent turbulence kicks in 50 kilometers below the clouds, with winds reaching 360 kilometers per hour. Lightning strikes follow. Jupiter hosts some of the most violent electrical storms in the solar system. When one bolt hits your capsule head-on, it releases enough energy to power a city. Electrical systems fail, oxygen supply cuts out, and the temperature inside plummets. You're trapped in a powerless, leaking capsule surrounded by deadly storms. But if you have managed to survive Jupiter, don't celebrate yet. Its ringed sibling has an even trickier welcome. Saturn may not be as large as Jupiter, but it's definitely the most majestic killer in the solar system. This gas giant has no solid surface, just hydrogen and helium that turns into liquid metal under unimaginable pressure. Saturn's intense storms? Well, they rage at 1,800 kilometers per hour, but you might die before even entering the atmosphere, thanks to Saturn's beautiful, deadly rings. These rings consist of billions of ice and rock chunks ranging from dust grains to house-sized boulders. They move at 70,000 kilometers per hour. One collision with your ship and you're space debris. Saturn's rings are simultaneously the most beautiful and most dangerous feature in the solar system. Past the Great Ring Road, things turn weird, cold, and downright sparkling. Cut the ice giants. Uranus is a beautiful, methane-rich ice giant with the coldest atmosphere of all planets. It can kill you in surprisingly creative ways. First, there's suffocation in toxic gases. 2% of Uranus's atmosphere is methane, concentrated enough to kill you within minutes. High-speed particles moving at 900 km per hour could erode your suit, or temperatures of minus 224 degrees Celsius could make it brittle and crack it. But Uranus has a special surprise. It can turn you into a human-sized diamond. You'd have to surprise the trip 10,000 kilometers below the cloud tops, where pressure and temperatures are so intense that carbon atoms crystallize into diamonds. Since 18% of the human body is carbon, you'd undergo the most precious transformation of your lifetime. But if diamond storms sound just a little luxurious, brace yourself. Supersonic shredders await on Neptune. Neptune, the most distant planet from the Sun. It looks similar to Uranus, but packs one deadly difference: the fastest winds in the entire solar system. Neptune's winds reach 2,100 kilometers per hour, supersonic speeds that create swirling vortices, throwing your spaceship in all directions. These aren't just winds, they're atmospheric buzzsaws. Intense pressure, methane ice, and turbulent winds start ripping your ship apart piece by piece. If you get caught in a Neptunian supersonic vortex, the centrifugal force would exert serious G-forces as winds accelerate your ship to about 10 Gs. Everything inside your body feels heavy, your organs compress, blood pools in your legs, and oxygen deprivation hits your brain. You'd lose consciousness quickly. It only takes 5 minutes for your ship and body to lose structural integrity completely and disintegrate into Neptune's atmosphere. And if you still make it out alive, there's one final frozen frontier to test your luck: dwarf planet Pluto. The myth is Pluto is just a cold, boring dwarf planet that would freeze you instantly. But the reality, that would leave you stunned. Pluto, it's not technically a planet, it's a dwarf planet, smaller than Earth's moon. But this tiny rock still has ways to kill you. At minus 239 degrees Celsius, Pluto barely gets any solar energy. One small malfunction in your spacesuit insulation and you'd freeze to death. You'd feel frostbite after 30 seconds, another 30 seconds later, your bodily fluids turn into icicles, and hypothermia sets in as an unpleasant bonus that you didn't ask for. After 2 minutes, your body temperature drops below 30 degrees Celsius and you lose consciousness. After 3 minutes, your body freezes solid and your organs fail. You become one with Pluto's frozen landscape. So, perhaps the tour is complete, but now it's time to zoom out and face the bigger picture. Every planet in our solar system is hostile to human life in creative, violent ways, from Venus's crushing heat to Neptune's supersonic winds. Each world offers a unique pathway to death. These aren't quick, peaceful endings, they're violent, painful, and inevitable. So, next time you gaze up at the night sky, wondering about interplanetary travel, remember, sometimes the most beautiful views come with the deadliest consequences. Our Earth isn't just special, it's a miraculous oasis in an overwhelmingly lethal cosmos. Each new discovery about our neighboring worlds, it only reinforces how uniquely suited Earth is for life and how unsurvivable every other planet remains for unprotected humans. Maybe we should appreciate our home planet just a little more. If you found this journey through planetary death fascinating, like and subscribe for more cosmic horror science that'll make you graceful for Earth's protective embrace.